The Lord took the major prophet of God. The first thing I saw was international matter. And I begin to ask myself, Lord, why are you taking me international matter? What is the issue that you are taking me spiritually to the international world to prophesy on things that will surely come to be? There are people that is international people you must pray with and pray for them, and also declare that your sons and your daughters and all the intercessors that so much believe in the prophetic, that knows what is called the revelation, that is for the appointed time to join hands together to pray, especially for the country of America. Major prophet of God will not come out here to speak when I know that this is not the Spirit of God speaking. Major prophet of God will do and speak as the Spirit leads him. Sons and daughters, people that believe in God, people that so much have their confidence in Christ, especially the people of the United States of America, sons and daughters over there, their issue, their matter, things that concern them. God has made your prophet of God. That's why the Lord has given me what's called like a mandatory grace to stand in the gap and ask for prayer for the people in America. So in this case, we need to pray for United States of America. Most especially in the area of what is called the governance of America. We need to pray with them and stand in the gap and intercede for them. And pray for the economy of America. Pray for them as quick as possible. And also pray against what is called America being forced into war. America is about to be forced into war. Pray for America because they will be forced into war. Though the war is not a particular in America, but this is a war that they will spend and spend and spend and spend, and it will surely affect them deeply to their economy. Pray for America that the luring and forcing them into war, something that will force them into war, whether they like it or not, should not come. Because it's a target to drain every remaining economy in America. So we must pray that God should step in and stop that very manipulation that is taking place spiritually, about to happen in the physical realm. When you say pray for people, means that you should stand in the gap and intercede that God should nullify those plans going on. Because I am seeing people conniving together, pushing and trying to force America into war. And when they go into this war, they are going to lose a lot, and it is going to tell on their economy. Pray for America. The Lord should give them grace. The Lord should not allow such thing that is coming, because the enemies are more than they think. They are all round enemy there. They are going to in full force rise against them. Pray for them. I'm a prophet that look at the spiritual world to say what the Spirit is telling me, what I see in the realm of the Spirit. Because not only the physical war, I am saying what is called something that will be used, targeting against the peoples, and also making sure that they use it to now make the government to be confused. Pray against that. Pray against that. And what will now bring what's called suicide bombing and all of that. Don't forget that I told you people that I see what's called a factory opened right in the deep ocean. That begin to look inside the deep ocean. This is a prophecy I gave you like 2 years ago. I said I saw a factory open in the deep ocean, and I entered into the deep ocean by the finger of the Lord. The Lord took me by his finger and moved inside the ocean, and I see myself right under the ocean right there. right in the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, right there in the ocean. And I enter into the oceans and I see in the realm of the physical and in the realm of the spirit where there is a manufacturing of different kinds of animals. And these animals are produced what's called silicon. Not just silicon. These animals are so produced that they are so real. They are so real. They are so real. And before I know it, in the realm of the physical, all these animals were let loose. And I thought it was ordinary animal. I didn't know that this was called a chemical animals, or what's called electrical animals, or device animals. And they begin to remote with these animals. And then people begin to look, is that rat? Rat just passed here. And you think it's a rat, but this is not rat. This is what's called spy. And this is what's called spiritual spy and physical spy. And I begin to look at what is produced inside the water and inside the ocean. And they begin to penetrate from one place to another, And I begin to look and say, America, what are you waiting for? Do you think your bush is just like that? Watch out your bush. Watch out your bush. I never knew that these things are the reason why the Lord took me to the deepest ocean. And I see myself right there in the Pacific Ocean. And I see myself in the Atlantic Ocean. And I see myself right under the ocean. And these things are being produced there. And I said, what is this all about? I said, these are the things that have been produced before time because they want to use it against America. But I was thinking America should be the ones to be producing these. They said, no. They want to use it against America. And before I know it, and I see what is called people now inside the plane, operating aeroplane. I say, who is that man that is now flying the aeroplane? As I was looking at the person inside the aeroplane, thinking that I'm looking at somebody in the aeroplane, I never knew that what I'm seeing inside the aeroplane is not a human being, but this is what's called a robotic human being that has been produced with silicon, and it was exactly like human being, can communicate like human being. And I look at it and I enter into the blood and I put a syringe to test whether this is a real human being. And I found out there's no blood, but what is there is what's called device. I begin to wonder myself, what is really going on? What's the world turning into? Why the world has gone this far, producing exactly a human being, where dressed to the human being, now carrying out the duty of a man, or duty of humans, but they are not human beings. They are programmed robots in form of real human being. Artificial intelligence. And then I begin to say, America is a very intelligent country that has the ability to now dictate everything and also spy everything and do whatever they want to do because they are the world power. And the Lord said they are, but something has gone wrong. They have sold off. Somebody has sold off. Technology has been sold off. A lot of things have been taken and they're putting them, if not fourth, it will be fifth. If not fourth, if not 50, it will be fourth. I was thinking they are number one. I don't know that many people have already sabotaged the people of America. But we must continue to pray for them because God should take absolute control. Let the will of God be done and let what God has in stock be done so that the perfect plan of God is what must happen upon the face of the earth. Because this is what we are. God is the one that has the final say. But we need to pray and pray for mercy of God and pray for grace of God. Because what I'm telling you is that there's going to be what is called unexpected spy with animals. Animals will be like, some of them will be something like insect, and some of them will be something like ordinary running animals, like creeping things. Some of them will be like in form of snake. Some of them will be like in form of like birds, and these birds will be flying in, taking pictures, capturing, videoing, checking borders and everything. And the people that are police officers will be standing, we are at the border, but bears will be carrying out the duty. Bears will enter and cross over, and they will think, it's just a bird. But this is not just a bird. When they enter into it will enter and begin to, transform itself to different things. These are the things I begin to see in the realm of the spirit that is happening right there in America. We need to pray for America. Pray for them very well, and also continue to ask that the mercy of God will take absolute control.